2d6, please.
2d6. All right, everybody. We are live with Lesley and Shawna from Tap That MTG. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you. We're excited.
We are too. And we're going to play some Planechase. We're going to play some Planechase. And it looks like we've got Tolsimir, Morophon, Vorel, and Arahbo. So I'm really excited. So let's go around, explain what our decks do. We'll roll, and then we'll figure out what plane we're starting on.
Sounds good.
So this is Andy. I am playing Tolsimir, Friend to Wolves. It is a 3/3 Elf Scout that says, when it enters the battlefield, I create Voha, Friend to Elves, a legendary 3/3 green and white wolf token. And also says, whenever a wolf enters the battlefield under my control, I gain 3 life, and then that creature fights up to one target creature that I don't control. So the goal is make wolves, pump them, gain some life, and this is the weirdest green-white deck because it's a very controlling deck. It can feel that way. So, you know, this awful blue player figured out how to do it in Selesnya. So
Nice. Wow, crazy.
Yeah.
And I will be playing Morophon the Boundless. A lot of people pick one tribe when they have Morophon the Boundless as their commander. I don't. I pick all of the tribes. So the latest upgrade to the Morophon deck is including all 5 of the Apex Mutate creatures from Ikoria, and I'm excited to get to use them.
All right.
Cool. And Shawna, I am playing Vorel of the Hull Clade. And this is a deck that I just put together myself. And he's a little 1/4 that lets you tap for a blue and a green mana to double the number of each kind of counter on target artifact, creature, or land. So I might have a little bit of proliferate going on.
I love it.
A little bit of proliferate.
Just a little proliferate.
Just a tiny little bit.
Tiny little bit. Hi, I'm Lesley, and I am playing Arahbo, a beautiful little kitty cat who just basically likes his other friend, kitty cat. Lots of artifacts and fun things in this deck that might.
Oops, I think we lost a little bit of the audio there. Was it just me?
It wasn't.
Yeah, I lost a little bit too, Lesley.
A little bit. Cats, artifacts.
Kitty cat, but that's a secret layer version. I love that one.
Yeah, I definitely upgraded this with Secret Layer kitty cat.
That's so great. That's so great. Yeah. Well, I'm excited. So we've got cats. We're going to swing with cats. Vorel, Morophon, and Tolsimir. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's do, 2d6 to figure out who goes first, and then we'll just do clockwise?
Sure.
All right. I got a 9.
7. I'm not going first.
7.
8 for me, so 9 it is.
9 it is. I will be going first. So we do have a house mulligan that you can follow if you'd like. We draw 7 cards, and we can mulligan until you find a hand that you like, or until you have 3 lands in your hand. We just want to make sure everybody has enough land that they can play the game.
Yeah, there's nothing worse
than having no land and not playing the game. It's miserable. Yeah. Hey, Electrum, and hey, Andy, for joining the chat tonight.
You can definitely, if you have 3 or more lands in your first hand, you can definitely still take your 1 free mulligan. Absolutely. Per the normal rules. Which, spoiler, there's 3 lands in this first hand. I'm not keeping it.
I mean, this hand seems pretty fun. I'm going to keep it and hope for the best.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same about my second hand.
Yes. Chat said wolves versus cats. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of unfair to say Morophon is a wolf or a cat. So
all we know is Vorel's definitely not a wolf or a cat.
That's right. But Vorel is featured in our Guardian Project podcast art.
Yes.
Alongside with Rolesk.
Yeah, tell us that story. Yeah.
And it's when I learned that Vorel of the Hull Clade has like 12 abs. That guy is ripped.
12 abs.
It's easy when you just mutate into the abs, though. I mean, let's.
Yeah.
All right, I like my hand. How's everyone else looking?
I'm gonna go for it. Craziness, but I'm
Same
gonna.
here.
I'm good too.
All right, so let's pick our first plane. So everybody hanging out, we are playing some Planechase tonight. The one that you're seeing right now is not our first plane. We are going to start on a plane that I can't pronounce called Sokenzen. Oh, but it's on Kamigawa. So it looks like this is a place on Kamigawa that says all creatures get +1/+1 and have haste. So
Oh, I love that.
that's wonderful.
Are you showing it, Andy? Because I only see the Maelstrom right now.
I am. I just clicked it, so it should refresh on stream very shortly. Let me look at my Twitch page. I am seeing it on stream.
And Lesley, I think our stream, I'm just recording because every time I try to start our stream, you start breaking up. So I'm not gonna.
Okay.
We're
Sounds
recording
good.
though.
Coil, are you not
Yeah.
seeing it?
No, I see it now. I see it now.
Okay. So it says all creatures get +1/+1 and have haste. And then for this, since we don't have the planar die, we just roll a d6, and if you get a 6, that's
the
Okay.
planes.
that's the planes, and then a 1 is the chaos.
Chaos.
So
Okay.
this is whenever you roll chaos, untap all creatures that attack this turn. After this main phase, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. So this is a pretty good plane. I like this one.
Yeah.
What a great plane to have on turn
You should
0.
just stay on this plane forever.
Honestly, this would be really great. Really
All
great plane
right,
to stay
so
on.
I'm going to go ahead then and draw for turn and start us off. I will play a forest, and then I will pass the turn.
I will draw. And I will play a Terramorphic Expanse, and I will go ahead and fetch for Forest and pass the turn.
Alrighty, I will draw. I will play a forest. How shocking and pass.
Well then, I will play a Tranquil Thicket,
Wow.
which is almost a forest, and I'll pass.
All right, I will draw for turn. I'm going to play a plains, and then I will play a Sakura Tribe Elder.
Nice.
So I can sack
got
it to
haste.
get a basic. Oh my gosh, it's a 2/2 with haste.
Yeah, it sure is.
I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna poke you, Coil, for 2.
Oh my gosh. Shots fired, Andy.
And then
So it begins.
So it begins, and I pass.
I will untap and
That's
draw.
the biggest play I've ever made with the Sakura Tribe Elder.
I am going to play a Path of Ancestry tapped, and I'm going to roll the planar die.
Yeah, I don't want to leave
No,
this
don't
play.
do that.
I got a 6.
All right, we're
Welcome.
leaving, and we are going to Bant on the plane of Alara. It says all creatures have exalted. When a creature attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. For each instance of exalted among creatures, its controller controls. And then it has for chaos, whenever you roll chaos, put a divinity counter on target green, white, or blue creature, Bant colors. That creature is indestructible as long as it has a divinity counter on it.
I'm going to pay 1 mana. I'm going to roll this planar die again. A 1, chaos.
All right, so you put a divinity counter on target
Nothing.
green, white, or blue creature.
That I control or no?
It does not say.
Does it say May?
Oh.
It does not say May.
Sakura Tribe Elder. Divinity counter.
Yes.
I think they planned this, Shawna.
Oh
I
my
don't know
God.
about this.
I got swung at.
So if you're watching in our chat or you're watching on stream, Planechase, you have a plane in play that is active. Yes, chat is saying that Steve is never getting sacked. They are correct. I like my 3/3. You can roll the planar die 1 time for free, and then each time you roll it after that, you have to pay 1 mana. So the next time is 1, then 2, then 3 to roll to try to get off a plane if you don't like it. So that's how that Planechase works.
Or if you want to get back to the one that you were just at.
Correct.
Thanks.
If you would like to go back to a plane, yeah.
Hey, that's your mana that you have to spend on that. I'm gonna pass the turn.
All right. I am going to play the island, and I will tap 2 for a treasure map. Artifact. Hopefully get some more stuff. And I'll pass.
That synergizes well with proliferate, huh?
I'm just going to tap 2 and play Sunspear Shikari. As long as it's equipped, it has first strike and lifelink. But for now, it's just a little 2/2. I probably don't have any equipment in this deck, so you're okay. And I'll pass.
All right.
I probably don't have.
Do I want to sacrifice Steve? I really like Steve, but things don't have haste anymore, so I don't know if it really matters.
It's got a divinity counter on it.
It does. It is.
How could you
indestructible,
sacrifice
and
it?
it swings as a 4/4 now. Because it
A
has
4/4?
exalted. It has exalted.
Yeah, but it's just so it would just get +1/+1.
Correct. It's. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It's a 2/2. It's not getting +1 anymore. All right.
Right.
Untap. Draw for turn. I am going to play a forest, and then I'm going to play Lupine Prototype. So it's a 5/5 that can't attack or block unless a player has no cards in hand.
Okay.
Is it a wolf?
It's a wolf construct. It's better to have after Tolsimir's out, but I decided
Fair
to
enough.
go for it.
Yeah.
So all creatures have exalted. So this time I will... Shawna, I'm going to swing at you this time.
Okay.
And it is 2, 3, 4 damage because I have 2 creatures that have exalted.
So Sakura is a 2/2 by itself?
Because it oh, no, I'm sorry, it's 3. That's a divinity counter, not a +1.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
You're right. So it's 3.
Okey-dokey.
It's actually just 3. All right, and then I pass my
Just
turn. Just 3.
I
Just.
will untap and draw. I will play a Plains as my land for turn. In case it matters, all of my basics are snow covered. I opened a lot of Modern Horizons. It has no bearing whatsoever on anything in the deck.
And you might as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're full art.
It's like unstable lands.
I used to just trigger Andy by like playing like different arts of lands all the times. White border, no white border, all that.
So we didn't know what it was.
Yeah, right.
Wow, Andy, you are so much like Shawna.
I like my lands matching, and I like my cards in black border. It's just a preference.
I am going to cast a Cultivate.
Nice.
I'm going to search for an island for the battlefield, and I will search for a swamp for my hand, and pass the turn.
Our chat says they like trolling people with white bordered basics. Oh, don't do it. No.
I like chat.
We were admiring the new, is it Cultivate? I'm sure it's Cultivate, the new
yeah,
one.
gorgeous full art.
It really is.
I think it's
All
there's
right.
one that's full art, and there's also one that has like a rare symbol too.
That's what, like with the person on it like dancing in the forest with all the flowers around. Yeah.
Kind of. Okay, so I can do the Plains thing for free the first time?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going to do that. So we just roll. It's a 4.
It is a 4.
So that's nothing, right?
That
is
is
nothing.
nothing. Ones
Okay,
and
I'm gonna-
sixes.
Pay 1. I'm going to try one more time.
All right.
And that was big fat F. And I will pass the turn.
Play land. And then, you know what, Andy? I kind of like you, so I'm going to help you out here.
All right.
I see that you're going around the table and with attacks, but I'm going to hopefully help change that.
Okay.
And I'm going to play Curse of Bounty, and I'm going to play it on Coil.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. And this
So,
one-
you know, if you want to attack him, you can basically give yourself vigilance. And since I can attack, I'm going to roll the dice first. I'm going to attack alone. We're on the same plane. So it has exalted, right?
has exalted.
So I'm
yes.
going to attack you, Coil, with a 2/2, but it gets +1/+1, so 3.
I will take 3 damage.
And then, just for fun of it, I'm going to roll and see if I can planeswalk.
All right.
Nope, no planeswalk for me. 5. I'm gonna use my last mana to try it again.
All right.
6. We're moving on.
We're moving on. All right. Our next plane is Wildfire, and it says Nar Isle. It says at the beginning of your upkeep, put a flame counter on Nar Isle. Then Nar Isle deals damage to you equal to the number of flame counters on it.
Nice.
Roll Chaos. It deals 3 damage to target player. So this could just get nasty the longer we're on this plane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we should save our mana for this.
Yeah, right. All right. And then
So, do you guys play Planechase a lot, or is this?
No, actually.
we don't. We really like it though. We'd like to play it more, which is why I was thrilled that you guys were happy to join us for a game of Planechase tonight too, on top of a regular game.
It's just fun to mix things up.
This is my first time trying it out.
Oh, is
really?
it? Oh, we love. It's really fun having like a global enchantment in play for everyone.
Yeah,
So,
it is fun.
is that the end of your turn?
That's my turn. Yeah.
All
I
right. So at the
pass.
end of your turn, I am going to sacrifice this, Steve, because I do want to get another land. I want another land for this turn. I'm going to have a forest here, and then shuffle up. All right. So I am going to untap and then draw for turn.
At the upkeep, one counter
you're right.
does go on
You're
our
right.
plane.
One counter goes on it here. I'll track the counter. It's fine. I'll track it
Okay.
because this is something we were not prepared for. Was this point? Okay, so one counter goes on it, and then I take 1 damage. So
Yep.
let me
Oh.
mark that damage. So it looks like Coil's going to take 2 if we don't planeswalk away, and then it just gets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you haven't ended your turn yet. Come on, you could roll off the plane
I'm
for me,
gonna
Andy.
try and get off this plane for us all because I don't think anyone really wants this. All right, so now I draw for my turn, and then I'm gonna play a plane. So I'm gonna do my free roll because I don't really want to be on this plane, and I rolled a 3 that doesn't do me any good.
But look at all the mana.
Look at all the mana. Yes. So
Look at all these chickens.
look at all- I'm gonna play. Well, that let's play for 4. I'm gonna play Master of the Wild Hunt. It is a 3/3 that says at the beginning of your upkeep, create a 2/2 green wolf token. And then it has tap it and tap all untapped wolves you control. Each wolf tapped this way deals damage to target creature. And then that creature deals damage to its power, divided as it chooses, back to all the wolves that swung at it.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to try and roll us off this plane again. And I got us a 5, so a big diddly nothing squat. And I can't attack because you all have cards in hand. So
That's true.
I will pass my turn.
All right, I will untap at my upkeep. I'll add a counter to the plane that we're on. I'll take 2 damage, down to 33,
So that's 2.
and I will draw a card.
Please, someone get us off this plane before it gets to me.
I know.
I'm going to roll the planer die.
All right.
I got a 2. So we're going to stay on the plane for now.
Okay.
I am going to play a swamp that I had tutored up last turn.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tap 5 mana, Path of Ancestry as well. So if I cast a creature that shares a creature type with my commander, who is every single creature type, then I get to scry 1. For 5 mana, I would like to cast a Golos, Tireless Pilgrim. He is a scout, and luckily, Morophon is also a scout, so I will scry 1. Do I want
While
that
you're doing
card?
that, Lesley and Shawna, do you guys want to give a summary of your channel to our listeners?
Sure. Go ahead, Lesley.
Sorry?
Go ahead.
I was
Tell a
just saying,
story.
tell a story.
Yeah, about us. Who are we? What do we do?
I'm sorry. I'm having sound issues, so I keep cutting out as far as hearing you guys actually talk. Who are we?
Okay, so you go for it.
We are a couple of old grannies who like to play Magic and are just always so privileged when like all you young guys are like, hey, you want to come play Magic with us? And yeah, so that keeps us young at heart. We've been doing videos for about a year now, and we try to focus on bringing new people into the community and keeping people welcome. So yeah, super fun.
We're happy to have you on. We were really excited when you said, yeah, we can join you next week. I said, oh, great. That's going to deal some damage to you, Coil.
Yeah, so I realized that the Path of Ancestry giving me a scry doesn't work too well when the ETB searches my library for a card and I have to shuffle afterwards anyways. But when Golos enters, I can search my library for any land and put on the battlefield tapped. I searched for an ancient tomb, and I am going to place that onto the battlefield tapped.
All right.
And I will pass the turn after that.
On your end step, I'm going to tap my 2 to scry for the treasure.
All right.
And I'm going to leave that there. So put a counter on there. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. And I lose how much life? 3 now, right?
3.
Owie. 1, 2.
That gets pretty high pretty quick. It's gonna be
sure
back to me. Oh no!
And I need my mana, so I'm not doing anything with it. Oh, I guess I got a freebie, don't I?
You get one freebie.
Maybe the freebie.
You get one freebie.
You could do it on your second main phase, though.
I want to do it now, just in case it's something good. Oh,
there are good ones that say when you planeswalk here, you get a good ability.
Yeah. All right, so I'll tap 4 for a Guardian Project. An enchantment that whenever a non-token creature enters a battlefield under my control, if it doesn't have the same name as another creature I control, I get to draw a card.
I love it.
That's us.
You did that for us. We know it. Guardian Project podcast.
We really appreciate it.
There you go. And I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap.
Going up to 4 on that plane. 4.
I lose 4 life.
4.
I will try and get us off this plane with a 2.
Oh.
But I'm gonna let Andy take more damage.
Yeah, I'll take some 5. Yeah.
I'm gonna play a Kemba Ka Regent.
Yeah.
At the beginning of my upkeep, I get a 2/2 white cat creature token for each equipment attached to him. But again, I don't have any equipment in this deck, so we're okay.
All right.
I will pass.
Ooh.
No, yeah, I will pass. Oh, wait, no, I'm going to attack Shawna for 2.
Of course you are.
I finally have a blocker.
I would have went for Coil for sure.
Yeah.
I'll pass turn.
All right. Untap. That plane goes to 5. I'm going to take 5. Oh, no.
Ouch.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's getting to 5 and 6 and 7. This is getting a little scary.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, so I will untap. I draw for my turn now. So I'm going to do my free roll. I'm going to do my free roll right. Oh, I'm sorry. I also have at the beginning of my upkeep, I create my 2/2 wolf.
Right.
So I did get my wolf. Okay. So now I'm going to do my free roll. Let's see what we get here. I got a 4. I'm going to... Let's see. Do I need all my mana this turn? That's the real question.
Yeah.
I kind of want all my mana this turn. I'm gonna play a plains, and then I'm going to pay 3 for a mana geode. When it enters the battlefield, I scry 1 and taps for 1 mana of any color. So let me scry 1. I do like this card, so I'm going to leave that on top. And then, actually, I don't know if I want to be on this plane. I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to roll again.
Come on.
I got a 6. All right.
We're leaving.
We're leaving. No more of that garbage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're on Zendikar on the plane of Marasa. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield, its controller may search the library for a basic land and put it onto the battlefield tapped.
Oh, yes.
Oh, gross! And then shuffle their
That's
library.
really good.
That is
That's really good.
and then
But I played all my little guys. Dang.
and I don't have a non-token creature to play this turn now. And then it says whenever you roll chaos, target land becomes a 4/4 that's still a land, and it does not say till end of turn. That appears to be permanently.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna attempt to roll again because I don't really want to stay here. And we get a 4, so it does nothing. I am going to. So what is Lesley? What is that enchantment that's on Coil do again? What's that curse on him?
Whenever you attack him, you get to untap all non-land permanents you control.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yes. Cursing Fountain.
But
Or what do you get to do, Lesley?
Oh, I get to do it too. But
Oh, okay.
That's great. And then what is Golos' power and toughness?
3/5.
Oh, that's too big. That's too.
It's got a big butt.
It
Goal's
does.
got a big butt.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna go ahead and pass my turn.
All right. I will untap and I will draw and I will not take any damage, which is fantastic.
Oh, I can remove this counter. It doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, right, yeah.
I am going to play a Temple of the False God as my land for turn.
Okay. You have at least 5 lands, so you're good to go.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yes.
Do you have 9 mana on the board right now? Based on that?
I do.
Oh.
I do.
Okay.
I had enough already on board to activate Golos.
Oh, okay.
Last turn, so now I have some extra. But given that we are on the Zendikar plane and we can search our library for basic lands, looks like we lost somebody.
She's coming back. She's just
Okay.
readjusting some sound and stuff.
Gotcha.
No worries.
Since we get to search for basics whenever a non-token creature is cast or enters the battlefield.
It enters the battlefield.
Okay. So I am going to tap my Ancient Tomb for 2 and take 2. And my Temple of the False God, so 4. I'm going to tap my Path of Ancestry, 5. And then Plains and Swamp for a total of 7 mana to cast my commander, Morophon.
Okay. Tutor. You get to choose a creature type and then tutor. Are you choosing Scout?
I am not choosing Scout. I'm not going to pump my Golos. I am actually going to choose I'm going to choose a creature type Atog.
Okay.
I'm going to search my library for a mountain, put on the battlefield tapped, due to us being on Zendikar.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast another creature. I'm going to cast an Atog. He costs Wooburg less to cast because of Morophon, so he costs 0 to cast. He has an ability that says sacrifice an Atog. Atog gets +X till end of turn, where X is a sacrificed Atog's power. And then I will search my library for another basic land and put on the battlefield. I'll search for
goodness.
I'll search for another island and put it on the
And
battlefield.
you play blink effects. You can bounce stuff to get more lands.
I can. I do play it. So blink effects are in the deck to blink Morophon, so I can name a different creature type and cast those ones for free later.
Gotcha.
And I am going to declare no attacks. Maybe I should roll to get off this plane. I think I'm going to roll to get off this plane.
Okay.
I rolled a 4, so nothing there. And I'm going to tap 1. I'm going to roll again. At 4 again. So I'll pass the turn after that.
All right. All right, untap. Draw.
I forgot to scry one with my Path of Ancestry, but that's okay. Miss trigger. Oh, I searched my library twice anyways. It wouldn't even matter. Never mind.
I'm going to tap for a Skatewing Spy. It's 2/3 that can adapt. And so Guardian Project goes off, so I get to draw a card.
Wonderful.
That's not what I need.
Yeah, and then you also get
And then you
to
get to
search your
tutor
library for a basic.
land.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. And I'm going to pass at that point. So go ahead, Lesley. Lesley, I don't think we can hear you.
I can't if you're talking.
Yes, if you are talking, we cannot hear you.
Ooh, Hammer of Nazan.
She doesn't have any equipment, she says.
Yeah, just the equipment of all equipment. The Hammer of Nazan.
I love it.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, she's going to fix the sound in a second.
Sure.
She's just going to do her turn.
No problem. Believe me,
But I
the
can
number
hear
of
her in
technical
the other room.
difficulties that I've had. I've recorded half a stream where I forgot to make the audio from Discord available, and one of my followers finally said, "Andy, we can only hear you." And I go, "Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh." So totally get it.
She's moving to combat.
Okay.
She's gonna
Arahbo.
remember.
Yeah, Arahbo trigger from the command zone.
Ooh, all right. Doubling power and toughness of one of your creatures?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
It's a 7/9.
7/9.
Indestructible.
Okay.
Indestructible. She's going to swing at Coil.
All right.
I will declare blocks. I am going to declare. Does it have trample?
Does it have trample? No.
Okay, I will declare Morophon as a blocker. 6/6.
6/6 blocking. Nothing happens.
It go die.
Pass in the turn.
All right. Untap. And then I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to play Plains. All right, so I'm going to play... Oh, I'm sorry. I also make a wolf at my upkeep.
Another wolf.
Got another wolf. And then I'm going to play Tolsimir, friend to the wolves.
Oh, friend.
We have a friend, and he brings along a friend. So I've got some triggers on the stack. Because Marasa's on the stack, and I make Voha. So Voha, friend to elves, comes in. I'm going to gain 3 life, because that wolf entered. And then I am going to tutor. I think I tutor now. That is the it enters now. Yep.
Lesley, don't you untap all of your permanents since you attacked me? Or is it only non-land permanents? Oh, okay. Okay, I gotcha.
I will go ahead and... Do I want it to fight anything? Lesley, the creature that's not Kemba, what is that? Is that a 2/1?
Lesley wants to know if that other creature is a 2/1. 2/2.
2/2. All right, I'm going to have Voha fight the 2/2.
Voha is fighting the 2/2.
Thumbs down. So I'm going to have Voha fight that. Okay. And then I am going to tap Master of the Wild Hunt. And these 1, 2, 3 these elves Or these, I don't run elves. I run wolves. I have one elf. I'm gonna tap these, and I'm gonna have these fight Golos.
Okay.
So it's gonna be 12 damage at Golos, and he gets to decide where the 3 damage goes on my creatures.
On only the creatures that's fighting it, though, right?
Correct. You can deal 3 among all of these, and this has already taken 2.
The one that taps to do the fight, that one is not fighting, correct?
Correct. It's the wolves fight.
I'll just do your non-legendary wolf.
Well, this is already at a 1/1, so you can kill 2 of them.
They're only 2/2s?
Well, this is a 2/2 and this is a 3/3, but it fought Lesley's creature, so it already has 2 on it.
Yeah, I'll kill both of those.
Okay. And then.
Can you guys hear me yet?
Yes, we can.
Huzzah!
Hooray!
When you cast Tolsimir, did you search for a basic and put it on the battlefield?
No,
tapped?
thank you. I did not. That was
And it's only non-token, you said, right? Creatures.
Correct. So
ETB?
only get 1.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna grab a forest. I'm gonna put it onto the battlefield tapped. Okay. Yes. Planechase. I do have to remember these things. Okay. So now, do I want to remain on this plane? I think the answer is probably like no. So let's go ahead and roll my free one first.
All right.
I got a 2. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pay 1. I'm gonna do it again. And I got a 4, so that doesn't do me any good. So
Staying on the plane.
Staying on this plane because I don't.
You can pay 2 and roll again.
I don't really want to.
What are you holding up 2 mana for over there, Handy?
What do you think?
I don't know.
I'm gonna pass my turn.
Control.
I will untap and draw. I am going to play a Reflecting Pool as my land for turn. And then I'm going to tap out.
Oh gosh.
Uh-oh.
This is not a good.
So I'll take 2 from my Ancient Tomb.
Oh, this is a lot of mana.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I'm going to cast Kamal's Druidic Vow for X equals 10. A Tog is a legendary permanent, so I can cast this legendary sorcery.
Okay.
So I'll look at the top 10 cards of my library, and I may put any number of land and or legendary permanent cards with converted mana cost 10 or less from among them onto the battlefield, and put the rest in my graveyard.
Oh my god.
I have some non-permanents in there, I guess.
Oh god. Okay.
Lands.
1, 2, 3.
It's all land.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's a lot of
Any
triggers
number.
on Zendikar. Oh.
Yeah. It's legendary permanent cards. Well, that's actually important. Okay. So I'm going to put a Volrath the Shapestealer on the battlefield. I am going to put a Yidris Maelstrom Wielder onto the battlefield. I'm going to put a Horde of Notions onto the battlefield.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to put an Ogakachi Vengeful Kami onto the battlefield. I'm going to put a Nethroi Apex of Death
Oh my gosh.
onto the battlefield. I'm going to put a Child of Alara onto the battlefield.
Oh
Oh
no.
my gosh.
And I'm going to put a Helm of the Host onto the battlefield.
Okay, then.
And into the graveyard will go Settle Beyond Reality, Conspiracy, and Flicker Form.
Nice.
Oh boy.
You have a lot of triggers of Marasa.
I do. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll trigger those just as I pass turn, to not take up too
Good
much
thing
time.
those things don't have haste.
So Horde of Notions has haste,
Okay.
which is a 5/5.
Okay.
And at the beginning of combat, Volrath will put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature.
Okay.
Andy, I'm going to choose the thing that you can tap to fight stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to put a minus counter on Master of the Wild Hunt. I'm going to make this minus counter green. So that is a -1/-1 counter.
Yes.
Okay.
And then and I'm sorry, that was me declaring going to combat because that's when that trigger happens.
Yep.
And then I will declare Horde of Notions as an attacker. It has Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. I am going to have this one declared against the person who put a really mean enchantment on me. No, I'm kidding. I am gonna have Horde of Notions swing at you, Lesley.
Okay. I'll Vigilance, Trample, and Haste, eh?
Yes. 5/5.
5/5. I will just block, I guess, with my Kemba because it's indestructible. So I block 4 of it. It's a 4/4 right now.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So then I take 1.
I thought I made a huge mistake and I was about to lose my Horde of Notions.
Then.
And then this would be after I search for my 6 basics. I'm going to roll the planar die.
Okay.
I rolled a 5, so we're not going anywhere, and I pass the turn.
On your end step, I'm going to tap 1, do the treasure map.
All right.
Cry. I'll leave that there. Untap. Draw.
People say that the Planechase game makes it take longer, but I feel like it actually doesn't do that. I feel like
I don't think so.
No.
No, it makes it more interesting, but whatever.
Yeah.
Why do they complain about Commander taking longer? It's a fun game.
I know.
You're really not playing with interesting people.
So Skyline Cascade, when it enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. I'm going to make the Wolfie boy over there not untap.
All right, Master of the Wild Hunt will not untap. Fair enough.
And
I think that's like the first time since I played this deck, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 times. I think that's the first time it has lived through multiple upkeeps and has been able to activate.
Yeah, it's a big target, eh? I'm going to play Karametra's Favor onto Escaping Spy. I draw a card, and I can add mana with this guy. And I'll tap 3 more for Chromatic Lantern.
All right.
And I'm going to try for planes today. Nope.
You're passing? Okay.
All right.
Draw. Well, I am going to try and go to a different plane.
All right.
6.
Awesome.
Planeswalker.
All right, let's get out of here. We're going to go to Shadowmoor. It says, Ravens run. All creatures have Wither. They deal damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters.
Oh.
And it has
Fantastic.
Chaos. When you roll Chaos, put a -1/-1 counter on target creatures, 2 minus counters on another creature, and 3 minus counters on a third creature.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So bad.
We're in danger. Oh no.
So these minus counters are also like back at me, right? That's not a good thing.
Yes. And Volrath can pay 1, and until end of turn, he becomes a copy of target creature with a counter on it.
Oh no.
Except it's a 7/5.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I hope I get a proliferate card.
Okay, well, somebody else has to move us because I need to play something.
Sure, I'll try my best.
Wait, we can still. Is this one still? We just moved planes. I was like, do I still get land? No, I don't, because I just switched us. I'm going to play Grappling Hook and wait for land. So I will. You're all open, Andy. Why would you leave yourself open like that?
He's got his commander on
3/3.
Oh, your commander's out right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a 3/3 though, so that doesn't matter. I'm going to give my creature +3/+3, and I get a 2/2.
Oh, you
on my
did get a
upkeep.
2/2.
I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Well, that's good. And then I will swing at you with my, what is it? 2, 4, 7, 9.
Oh,
Ouch.
does it have trample?
No, you can kill your commander by, blocking.
I did that, Andy. So you should do that too.
Well, I'm gonna
It's just Tolsimir.
I'm gonna do a little better. I'm
Oh.
gonna block it, and then I'm going to exile Tolsimir and return it to the battlefield the next end step with a +1/+1 counter on it.
Oh,
Nice.
you tricky. I love it. Okay.
They're both good, too.
Next time I'll use my Rogue's Passage. I will pass turn.
All right. So this returns to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it, and then Voha comes back. My 3/3 friend. I gain 3 life, and then I may have it fight something, and it has Wither now.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
Evil little laugh.
What is
Bring it. I know it. I deserve it.
what is the Maelstrom creature's toughness?
He is a 5/4 Yidris Maelstrom wielder.
And that has cards you cast have Cascade if it's dealt damage.
If he deals combat damage, I guess if Yidris, I don't know if Yidris is a he. If Yidris deals combat damage to a player, I may cast spells from my hand, or spells I cast from my hand this turn gain Cascade. He's a 5/4 trample.
Do you have anything with a butt that's at 3?
4 is the smallest butt that I
Dang
have.
it. Oh,
I do.
but Shawna, I don't want to take your creature. No. Coil's the real problem here. So,
You know what's funny? With that Kamal's Druidic Vow, X equals 10, 0 lands. 0 lands were revealed with that X equals 10.
I've never seen a Kamal's Druidic Vow resolve that well before.
No, me neither.
That
No,
was
this is
really
honestly
cool.
the best it's ever done.
All right. I'm not going to have Voha fight. All right. I'm not going to have Voha fight. So I'm going to untap. Except this Master of the Wild Hunt. And then at my upkeep, I make another wolf. Because of Master of the Wild Hunt. And I'm going to gain 3 life.
And you may have it fight target creature.
I don't think I don't care about this wolf, right? I don't know if I care about it that much. I'm gonna have it fight the Maelstrom wielder.
Okay. Maelstrom wielder has 2 effective toughness left.
And my wolf is gone. Okay.
Yes.
So now I will draw for my turn. And I'm going to roll my planar die for free.
Yes.
And I got a 2. I am going to play this forest, and I'm going to tap it and roll this planar die. I got a 4. I don't...
Just keep rolling, man.
Yeah,
Just
I
keep
don't like
rolling.
this plane. It's really terrible. So I'm going to pay 2. And we're going to roll again. And I got another 4. All right, we're going to pay 3. All right, I got a 3. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
roll back.
Okay.
That's it.
So they deal damage and wither counters to creatures, but they still deal regular damage to us.
Oh, but does that mean that Yidris has 2 -1/-1 counters on it from fighting?
Yes, it does. So it's weaker. That was sorry, that was the point. Sorry. I should have
It is a 3/2.
and then oh no. All right. Goodness gracious.
I agree.
So it's a 3/2.
It's currently a 3/2.
Oh man.
Wouldn't it be more damage because of...
So the wolf dealt damage equal or in -1/-1 counters.
Yeah.
So
How big was it to begin with?
the wolf was 2.
Yeah.
Yidris is a 5/4.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh man. All right. Well, I gotta get off this plane. I can't be on this plane, so I'm gonna pay 4. I gotta get off here. We gotta try. We got a 1.
Hey, that kills stuff.
Okay, so we rolled chaos. So I am going to. So what? No, let me read it again. So I get to put a minus counter on one creature, 2 minus counters on another, and 3 on a third. So I'm gonna put a minus counter on. What's your biggest power? Coil?
Biggest power would be Volrath. It's a 7/5.
Okay, so we're going to put 1 minus counter on your trampoly hasty creature. The Norse
One minus counter.
1
Okay.
on that, 2 on your Maelstrom wielder, and 3 on Volrath.
Yidris will die.
I mean, I feel like I did something there, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was great.
All right.
Until he has his turn.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
You're right. Dun dun dun. All right. After that, I will pass my turn.
I'm gonna untap.
So you guys have been recording videos for a year now.
So we've been doing our podcast for about a year. We've been doing video for what? Would you say 2 months now, Coil?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, since quarantine. I mean, we did.
Since COVID.
Since COVID.
Yeah,
is
we did one video a long time ago for a charity stream.
Yes, we did.
But other than that, yeah, 2 months ago.
Yeah,
2
so
months
we're
ago.
fairly new at the video, and we've been mostly doing videos of our stream. We'll record these, put these on YouTube, but we're looking to get into more video content in the future.
Fun. And you've been doing your podcast for a year. How long have you both played Magic?
So
Oh my
I
gosh.
started Magic in 2013. I started when Gatecrash was out. It was my first set.
I started in 2017. Amonkhet was my first play. It was Amonkhet release that I started playing.
Cool.
The good old
So do you
almond
have,
cat.
Yeah, almond cats.
Mhm.
Almond
Dex.
Cats.
Right on.
How about you?
Well, I'm an Origins girl. I
Okay.
started in Origins.
Love Origins.
Yeah. Shawna.
I started in Kaladesh. That was my
Ooh.
play. I
All right,
landed
so you
up-
were just before me then.
My kids and Lesley got me into it.
That's awesome.
Emrakul the Aeon's Torn joined our chat and said, "Any Eldrazi Titans here? Still looking for Kozilek and Ulamog." So glad I finally found internet up here. The stupid Gatewatch sealed me in the moon.
Right on.
All right. I am going to play my snow-covered plains as my land for
Thanks
turn.
for joining chat, Emrakul. That card is nasty. Imprisoned in the moon.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still on 4 mana, by the way. Look at all the mana you guys
Oh
have.
my gosh. Oh no.
That was
That's a bitch.
Zendikar. This is Zendikar's fault.
Chat says we're making them feel old. They started playing during Fallen Empires. I know a Fallen Empires card. I play Elvish Farmer in my Slimefoot deck.
There you
It's
go.
okay. We respect our elders. It's great.
I am going to go ahead and tap 5 mana, so 2 green, and a blue. And I am going to mutate. I'm going to mutate my Nethroi Apex of Death with a Barocos Apex of Forever.
Oh, forever death. What is?
Forever. Yeah, it's forever death.
Forever
Death,
death.
but forever.
Oh my gosh.
Death is forever.
So when Nethroi mutates, I may return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. I only have 2 creatures in my graveyard, but their total power is 8.
Nice.
Wow.
So
Emrakul
I will
the
return a
Aeon's
Yidris
Torn.
and a Golos.
Thank
to
you
the
so much
battlefield.
for the follow. I really, really appreciate it. Coil,
I'm just
what
gonna-
nastiness are you doing?
Well,
Crazy.
let me just search for a land that shows the kind of nastiness this deck has.
Oh no.
I'm gonna put Urza's Tower on the battlefield tab.
Oh.
Come on.
And then you know.
We know. Yeah, we
you
know.
know. I need to count my mana real quick.
Lesley said the same thing earlier. She needs to count her mana too.
Yeah. It's tough.
Oh, I feel for you.
I am going to tap 5
Okay.
to equip my Helm of the Host
Uh-oh.
onto Yidris Maelstrom Wielder.
I thought I got rid of that thing. That was...
You did.
I needed
you did get rid of
I know. I need it exiled now.
Yeah.
it. I will declare moving to combat.
Okay.
Declare away.
At the beginning of combat, my Volrath the Shape Stealer triggers, and I get to put a -1/-1 counter on a target creature. I'm going to choose the same creature I chose last time, Andy.
So it's going on Master of the Wild Hunt again.
Yes.
All right, so it's effectively a 1/1 now.
Yes.
Okay.
I will also get a token copy of Yidris that is non-legendary that has haste.
Okay.
I will.
This is escalating quickly.
It is. I'm not gonna lie. I will declare Yidris as an attacker at Lesley.
Okay.
I will. Yeah, it's 5/4 trample. I will declare Ogakachi Vengeful Kami as an attacker at Andy.
Okay. It's a what?
It is a 6/6 flying trample.
Oh, can't block that. Okay.
And Shawna, what is your creature's power and toughness?
He's just a little 2/3 at the moment.
2/3. I will declare Horde of Notions as an attacker at you. It's a 4/4 trample.
Okay.
And we're still on the same plane, so anything we block with does minus counters to his creatures, correct?
That's true.
Correct.
Yeah.
Both, yes. Yours and...
So I'm going to definitely block with my cat.
Okay. So that's a 2/2, correct?
Yeah, it's a 2/2.
Okay. So I'll end up putting 2 -1/-1 counters on Yidris for that.
Okay.
And then, Ogakachi will do 6 in the air to you, Andy. And then Horde of Notions coming at you, Shawna, 4/4 trample.
Yeah, I took the 4.
I'm gonna take 6.
So Andy, you may be aware, but in case anyone else is not aware, Ogakachi says whenever it deals combat damage to a player, if that player attacked you during his or her last turn, exile target non-land permanent that player controls. I don't believe you did attack me last turn.
I did not swing last turn. But thank you for reminding me of that, because I did not realize that text was on Ogakachi.
Yes. So now I did do damage with Yidris Maelstrom Wielder, so any spells I cast from my hand gain Cascade.
Okay.
But you don't want to cast anything. You're fine.
No, you really don't. I agree with Lesley.
I really want to cast some really degenerate things, honestly. So let's do.
I can't believe we can't get off this plane. I need a plane that helps us with big creatures.
Let's play some friendly games, they say. Stream, they say.
I'm gonna tap 8 mana, including my Ancient Tomb.
Okay. We appreciate you taking some damage on your own. We appreciate
it. I do it a lot. Don't worry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast a Wargate for X = 5.
Okay.
Search my library for a permanent card with CMC 5 or less, put it into play, then shuffle my library. But before that resolves, I will Cascade.
Okay.
So for for CMC 8.
Yeah.
So Swamp. We got an Aluna Apex of Wishes. So
but
flying
not mutated,
trample.
Though.
It's not mutating. So flying trample. Whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land permanent card. Put that card onto the battlefield or into your hand. So Luna will come onto the battlefield. The Swamp would go to the bottom, and then I search my library for a permanent card with CMC 5 or less, and put it onto the battlefield. I am going to search for Rien, Angel of Rebirth, which I know you are familiar with because I think you built a Rien deck. Isn't that correct, Lesley?
No, I don't have that.
Oh, I was watching a video of yours. You were talking about angels, and I know Rien was something that was.
She was in there. I built a Morophon deck with angels, and then she was in that one. But I
Gotcha.
switched that one up. I made it a Lyra deck instead because, white's my jam.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so Rienne will give all other multicolored creatures I control +1/+0, and whenever another multicolored creature I control dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. And then I'll pass the turn.
On your end step, I'm going to tap one and do the scry thing.
Do the scry thing.
Do the thing.
Yeah,
Do the thing.
This changes, and I get some treasure.
You're not doing the roll to get off this plane thing there?
I am going
Coyle?
to now.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not. No, I love this plane.
I think a certain someone's benefiting from this plane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, the -1/-1 counters aren't doing enough harm to me to roll off the plane. That's really what. It's not really benefiting me. It's just not hurting me enough.
Sure.
All right. Draw. I am going to play land. No, I'm not. Hang on. Gotta do something first.
All right.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Tatiova.
Oh yeah.
And then I will play a land. Draw a card. Oh, that comes in tapped, sorry. And then I have 2 mana I'm going to use to put Kenrith's Transformation on our Angel of Recurve.
Oh no!
That's a really good. That was a wonderful choice for that. Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Boo!
She becomes an elk. I get to draw another card. And
3/3.
I'm going to roll the dice.
All right.
Oh, I love the drawing. That's great. That looks like a reindeer.
It does.
What's the difference between an elk and a reindeer? Get a
Nothing.
biologist on the show.
I'm going to tap this to pay 1 to try again.
All right.
Damn it!
Oh shoot.
Nice.
All right, well, I know I'm spending the majority of my turn rolling again this time.
I'm going to pass.
All right, here we go, guys. We're going to ramp up
All
here.
right, it's happening. It's
On
happening.
top, upkeep.
It's happening.
Dang.
Oh dang it.
I guess I'll just tap 4 and equip this.
Oh, but you made a cat, right? You get a cat.
I did make a cat, yeah. And now this double strike. And when it attacks, I can have target creature block it this turn if able.
Ooh.
Double
So,
strike. So first strike, it can take out a creature because it has wither.
yeah.
Oh.
I think I'm going to move to combat. Give this one +3/+3. So again, it becomes a 7/9. And your creature with the helm on it is a 4 or 5/4, correct?
It is a 5/4. Yes.
What do you think, guys? That one or
I have a suggestion.
okay?
If you'll hear me out, your creature is indestructible, correct?
Yeah, sure is.
So
It can still get minus counters though.
So I have this creature over here called Child of Alara
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
that says when it dies, destroy all non-land permanents and they can't be resolved.
No.
Oh.
and Rienne is no longer Rienne.
That's true. It will kind of reset the whole board.
You know what? I think that's I think that's worth me losing all my stuff too. I think I'm gonna do that. I will attack you and I will make that creature.
Yeah, I will force myself to block with Child of Alara. Can I block with more than Child of Alara?
Yeah.
Yes, you just have to block with, it says whenever equipped creature attacks, you may have a target creature block it this turn if able. So
I'm gang blocking it with everything.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You may choose what takes the damage, Lesley.
Child of Alar.
Child of Alara will die.
Okay, so that blows up all non-land permanents.
Yes, all non-land permanents are destroyed.
Oh my god.
You just wanted to get rid of the curse. I know it.
I think I'm waiting for something else. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I mean, I feel a little bit better. Coil, how many cards do you have in your hand?
2.
Okay, I feel a little bit better about this now.
For everyone. Oh my god.
And I'm going to use my free roll to get us off this plane.
All right. Good luck.
I'm with
Here we
you
go.
now. I'm on team get off this plane.
Yeah.
now.
We did it. All right. We are going to... Is it Steam Maze on Ravnica? Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery, they copy it and choose new targets for the copy. Whenever you roll Chaos, instant and sorcery spells you cast this turn cost 3 less to cast. All right. I mean, it doesn't hurt me or really help me, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm fine with it. Yeah.
Copy spells. Okay.
All right. All right.
And then I'll pass turn.
All right. Untap. I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to try and roll because that doesn't really help me right now. So I'm going to roll and I got a 3. Well, let's do this. I'm going to pay 4 and I'm going to play Path of Discovery. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, it explores. So I reveal the top card of my library. Yeah.
Awesome.
Put into my hand, or if it's a land, put it into my hand. Otherwise, put a +1/+1 counter, and then I will roll one more time by paying 1. I got a 2, so I don't do anything, and then I pass my turn.
All right. I will untap. And I will draw.
All that mana.
Oh, yeah, just nothing to do with it anymore, unfortunately. Okay, never mind. I found something to do with it.
Oh, never mind.
I will play a Panorama as my land for turn.
Okay.
I will then pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 mana.
Holy. Oh, is this a Morophon?
Yeah, I'm just casting my
Okay,
commander
makes
for the second time.
I said, okay, 9 mana. I think I know what this is. Okay.
And when that enters the battlefield, I choose a creature type. I'm going to choose human. Human as my creature type.
Okay.
Human. Interesting.
Yes.
Very interesting.
If you don't know, Morophon is also a human and cannot be mutated onto.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
I am then going to tap 1 mana to cast a Zur the Enchanter.
Okay. And that does for the folks watching.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's a 1/4 flyer that says whenever Zur the Enchanter attacks, you may search your library for an enchantment card with converted mana cost 3 or less and put it on the battlefield. If you do, shuffle your library. I do play an enchantment called Arcane Adaptation, which is very good. Choose a creature type. All creatures are the chosen type in addition to their other types, which turns on a lot of stuff for the deck.
Gotcha.
So just as a kind of a warning.
Get rid of that. Got it.
I'm gonna roll for the plane
Okay.
before I do anything else.
All right.
I rolled a 3, so we're not gonna roll off. I'm gonna go empty-handed since Andy doesn't have that lupine anymore.
No lupine prototype.
Because
high-five.
that's definitely what I was scared of and waiting to be gone.
See,
I'm gonna tap 3 and play one of my favorite cards, which is a Rhystic Study.
uh-oh. In response,
To the cast.
yeah.
Okay.
I am going to flash in Night Pack Ambusher.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Mm-hmm.
So it's a 4/4. Other wolves and werewolves get +1/+1 at the beginning of my end step. If I did not cast a spell, I create a 2/2 wolf. It explores, so I reveal the top card of my library. It's a plains, so put that card in my hand if it's a land.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that's my response, just to not get
Yeah,
asked
so-
if I'm going to pay one?
Absolutely, totally understandable. I'm gonna pay 1 and roll on
Okay.
the planar die. I rolled a 6.
All
We're
right.
leaving.
Moving on.
Moving on, we are going to the plane of Pyrulia, Horizon Bows. All permanents untap during each player's untap step. And then whenever you roll chaos, you may search your library for 3 basics and put them onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle your library. That's pretty neat.
Hey, I'm gonna tap 2 and I'm gonna roll the planar die. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
I'm going to tap 3 and roll the planar die.
I really like this plane.
I got a 6.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, we are on to Lorwyn, Velis Vel. Each creature gets +1/+1 for each other creature on the battlefield that shares at least one creature type with it.
Hey, Morophon's gonna be huge.
And then whenever you roll chaos, target creature gains all creature types until end of turn.
Oh my.
Cool.
All right.
After that, I will.
Tribal love.
Tribal Love.
Oh my. Okay.
Wow. That's a pretty good plane for you, Coil. I don't hate it, though. I play wolves. I'm playing tribal wolves.
Yeah, you're doing tribal. I'm doing tribal. We're good. We're good.
Tribal cats.
Yeah.
Sean
Is
is
it my
like,
turn?
oh, shoot, I'm
Yes.
not in the same boat.
We
She
shall
knows.
recover.
Where's your vampire deck now?
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
while you're going, I don't mean to interrupt. Lesley and Shawna, what? When did you start? So we've seen your videos. What made you start your show?
Good question, actually. Do you want me to answer while you're doing your thing, Shawna? So we were at a conference together, driving home one day, and of course, magic is something we just really love to do. And so we were talking about what can we do in our life so that we can do magic more often. It's really what it came down to. And so we thought, well, why don't we make some videos and just for fun, basically. And again, trying to help some of the new players that we saw making mistakes, or we get a lot of questions of like just things that we think or most magic players think are simple. And I think what we've also found is that a lot of longtime magic players don't know how to teach new magic players how to play magic because they try to teach them so much all at once. So all of those little things that we kept getting asked, we thought, well, let's put together a couple videos, and that kind of set the ball rolling from there. And we started off with like, let's just do once a month, and now we do every week. So
Great.
at least, and then Twitch and streaming and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
That's great.
Just another excuse to do magic stuff.
Basically, right?
That's another excuse to play magic. Be like, sorry, we're working, quote unquote.
So all I did was just play a Lifeblood Hydra that comes in. He has trample. It's a 5/5 trample, comes in with X, and I made X5. And when it dies, I gain life and draw cards equal to its power.
Oh, great.
So I do have to ask, would you like to pay 1 additional mana for my Ristic Study?
I can't. I needed the counters.
I will
Okay.
choose to draw a card.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, everybody, all of our stuff untapped.
I thought we left that plane.
Oh, you're right. Shoot. Dang it, I wanted that plane.
I kind of did too. I was going for the chaos roll, if I'm being honest.
You guys were
All right.
walking so fast now.
Go ahead, Lesley.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay. Well, Temple of the False Gods.
Yeah.
Oh, but at least you have 5 lands,
Right on
so
curve.
it counts, right?
Yep.
All right.
It gets me too, so that's okay. Well, let's just do this then. Let's go 6 and play Dreamstone Hedron, which gets me 3.
All right.
And then we'll see what happens next turn.
All right.
Wait, let's go. No, I'm going to stay on this
You're
plane.
going to roll? You want to stay?
Yeah.
I am required to ask about my Ristic Study trigger.
Yeah, I'm going to pay for it.
It's actually, that spell is on the stack when the trigger...
Oh, then I'm not going to pay for it because I don't have any mana.
I will draw.
So greedy.
It is a May. I don't have to draw.
Somebody's got to have hydras in their deck,
All
right?
right. And
Come
then
on.
Leslie, you said you're done?
I did, yeah.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. I have no triggers. And then I draw for my turn. I'm going to try and roll. I'm going to leave this, I hope. Let's see. I got a 1 chaos. Whatever. My Nightpack Ambusher is all creature types now. So it's a 4/4.
Hydra.
5, 6, 7, 8, right? It's a Hydra. It's a is Zur a wizard?
Zur is a wizard and a human.
Okay, and then Morophon is everything. So it's just
Morophon's
getting
everything.
+1/+1 for each other creature on the battlefield, essentially.
Correct. So it gets +3/+3.
Okay, so it's a 7/7.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that wasn't what I was hoping for, I guess. I'm gonna play Plains.
It doesn't hurt to have a 7/7.
It does.
Darn.
Morophon's
Don't you want to pass the turn so you get a free wolf, Andy?
What's Morophon right now?
Morophon it also gets +3/+3, so it is a 9/9.
And the
I got no blockers.
I don't. What's Zur's power and toughness right now?
Zur is a so it gets +1/+1 for Morophon and +1/+1 from the plane.
Okay.
So it is a 3/7.
A 3/7. Okay, so if I cast Tolsimir, I make another wolf. So that wolf gets +1/+1, and we get +1 +2 +2. So it'd be a 3, 4. It'd only be a 5/5. It would not kill it. All right. Well, I am gonna pay 7. I'm gonna play Tolsimir. I am also going to pay 1 for heuristic study.
Okay.
I'm gonna make Voha friend to elves. It comes in. I'm gonna gain 3 life. And then
both of those explore.
It does. Yes, they both explore. So reveal this. I put a +1/+1 on a creature and then put it back or into my graveyard. I'm gonna put this in my graveyard. I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on Voha, and then I'll do Tolsimir.
What was it that you revealed?
It was Wolf Caller's Howl. It was an enchantment, and my upkeep I make a 2/2 wolf, where X is the number of opponents with 4 or more cards in hand.
Gotcha.
It's going to the graveyard, and then Voha. I'm gonna explore for Voha. Raised by Wolves. I am going to put this also in my graveyard and put a +1/+1 counter on Tolsimir. So Voha is a 4/4 with its counter. It gets +1/+1 because of Nightback Ambusher, which makes it a 5/5. And then it gets +1/+1 for each wolf. So there's a wolf on Voha, Nightpack, and Morophon. So it's getting...
It doesn't count itself. Other creatures that share a creature type.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
But it still, I believe, becomes 7 power.
Mm-hmm.
So
3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. It is 7, so I'm going to fight Zur.
Zur will die.
And then I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to attempt to leave this plane again. I got a 5. It doesn't really do much. I am going to move to combat, and Lesley, I am going to swing at you.
Okay.
A 4, 5, 6. So 6 power.
Okay, I will respond by crying.
In response, I cry.
In response, I add 2 blue to the mana pool has been added.
Okay. And then after that, I pass my turn.
All right. I will untap and draw. I am going to tap 5 mana. I'm going to tap Wooburg. I am going to cast a Maelstrom Archangel.
Okay, that is a
So
what?
flying.
Yeah, sorry.
Flying 5/5 says when it deals combat damage to a player, you may play a non-land card from your hand without paying its mana cost.
Okay.
oh dear.
I did use my Path of Ancestry from a Maelstrom Archangel, so I will scry 1.
All right.
I'll put that card to the bottom.
What is Morophon naming right now?
Morophon is currently naming humans.
Humans.
Okay.
And then I will tap 4. I have to tap the colors: black, red, green, and white to cast a Dune Brood Nephilim.
Love that name.
Okay.
So it's a 3/3. It says whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 colorless sand creature token into play for each land you control.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot
That's
of.
like
I have a lot of lands.
that's like a Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts name.
Yeah.
Nephilim.
A Nephilim.
I'm going to play this Vivid Creek tapped. And it comes in with 2 charge counters. You can remove the charge counter, tap it for any color, or it just taps for a blue. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other creatures on the battlefield. So Morophon gets +6/+6. So he's a 12/12 right now.
Uh-oh. That's you.
That's a big boy.
It's a big one.
But
Andy has 40 life still.
He does. But I kind of would like to keep my blocker right now.
He's been going after you pretty hard, though. I think you might want to clear his board off.
I'm going to declare Morophon as attacker at Andy.
No.
I've been convinced.
Okay, so it's 12.
It is a 12/12.
I'm not blocking, and I will, in fact, mark 12 commander damage.
You got 12 commander damage.
Oh my gosh, that's only one more swing. Okay. All right.
I was convinced to do so.
All right, Lesley.
Good at that.
I will pass the turn after that.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you guys the same question. What made you start doing podcasts and videos?
So
I met Andy.
yeah, so I have our producer is a friend of my brother's, and we were at a family barbecue one day, and he was talking to my husband and says, "Oh, do you know anyone that wants a podcast?" And then I said, I want a podcast on Magic, and then I didn't do anything about it for months. And then I finally bought the equipment for streaming and for doing all these things, and I said, "You know what? Do you want to do a podcast?" And we've been recording for about a year. Actually, we recorded our 1-year anniversary episode tonight, episode 52.
Yep.
I feel so blessed to share this with you guys. This night with you.
It's been great. We love doing it. It's a lot of fun. We primarily talk about Commander, but we focus on all formats. And again, any reason to play Magic. We've been playing a lot since we've been playing online, but I play a lot of Arena, and I love Cube. I'm not sure if you've played Cube, but I really love playing Cube as well.
Yeah, Shawna has a great cube that she made. Yeah, we like to cube too.
That's awesome.
So if you're ever up here in Canada and you come over to Alberta, where all us rednecks are, you can visit us. We're not rednecks, and we'll welcome you with open arms.
What?
And we can cube.
What time zone are you guys? What time zone are you in? Are you Mountain or are you Pacific?
Mountain.
You're Mountain time, so you're 2 hours behind us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Shawna. Your turn keeps getting hijacked.
Yeah, it does. We apologize.
That's totally fine.
Love it.
I'm playing Ishtar's Expertise, draw cards, greatest power among creatures I control, which is 5.
I'm required to ask you about my heuristic study. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
5. I will pay 1,
Okay.
sir.
All right.
And I'm going to cast the Visa for free because it is.
Does it say cast?
You may cast a card with 2 5 or less without paying. So I need to pay again.
No.
Yeah. So heuristic study, you say no?
No. I need the mana.
I'm gonna draw a card.
All right.
How many cards you got in your hand there, Coil?
That makes 1.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, 1.
All right.
And I'm going to use Nisa's ability and untap one of those. And she is 6.
Whoops. Sorry, I hit my mic.
You didn't hit me. It's fine.
No, yeah, I hit my mic.
Oh my god, I like
so irritating, that joke.
We've only been making it for 2 months.
Yeah. Are you attacking, Shawna, or did you pass?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's got lots of mana now.
That Doombrood Nephilim needs to go before its next turn.
Well, it only makes 1/1s.
But how
That
many...
will make Morophon like a 30/30.
I know. And they're going to be like 30/30s.
Yeah, they will.
Nisa voices Zendikar. I'm going to make it 28.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go.
Actually, no, I'm going to pay.
Okay.
I'm going to do her +1 just to get a plan.
We got some Nissas
And
out.
I'm going to roll for the planning thing here.
All right.
Oh,
4.
I'm going to pay one more and do it again.
All right.
Damn it.
Shoot. Oh,
So close.
all right. We're going to get off. We're going to get off. It's going to happen.
It's my turn again. I'm the only one that seems to be able to planeswalk. Me and Coil here.
Yeah, I don't want to planeswalk. I like this plane. I don't even remember what plane we're on, if I'm being 100%
We
honest.
are on Lorwyn right now.
Oh yeah, that's the one that's making my Morophon huge. I
Yes.
like this plane.
It's the tribal plane.
Yes.
All right, so I'll Crested Steep.
All right.
And I will tap 4 to play Giselle Goldmane. It is a 4/4 first strike. I can pay to have attacking creatures I control get +X/+X to the end of turn, where X is the number of attacking creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to tap.
Well, before you do that,
Yeah, you
Ristic
can
study?
draw. Yeah, go ahead and draw.
Thank you so much.
And then I'm going to tap 5 to play my commander.
May I also draw off of that?
You can draw off of that as well.
Thank you very much.
And because I have a summoning sickness, I'm just going to roll to try and planeswalk before it becomes Coil's turn. And I did not.
All right.
So I will pass.
All right. Untap. Draw. I feel like this is going to be a really fun turn based on what I drew last turn.
Oh,
I'm really looking forward to this turn.
Uh-oh.
All right. So I'm going to draw. So, all right. So what I'm going to do. Doombrood Nephilim power and toughness is what right now?
3/3.
Including its pump from the Morophon?
It does not get pumped from the Morophon.
It doesn't share a creature type?
Morophon only gets +1/+1 to the declared creature type, which is still currently human.
No, but you're on Lorwyn, so the plane's giving it the pump.
Oh, I'm
planes
sorry.
get-
No, you're right. I'm sorry. It is a 4/4 then.
Okay, wonderful. So here's what I'm going to do.
Although is your Night Pack Ambusher still all creature types, or only till end of turn?
It's only till end of turn when chaos
Okay.
is rolled.
Okay.
Let me confirm to make sure I'm not a big old liar. It says until end of turn, so I'm not a big old liar.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to pay 1.
Okay.
I'm going to play Howl of the Night Pack and make a 2/2 wolf for each forest I control.
Ooh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to make...
He was worried about my sand tokens, making so many wolves over there.
So I'm going to make
From all of them.
5 wolves. So I gain 15 life.
Mm-hmm.
And
Doesn't matter once he swings at you with his commander again.
And my wolves are plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because your commander counts.
Yes.
So I'm going to have this wolf. Oh, so I'm sorry. Hold on. First, all 5 of them explore.
That's true.
Yes.
So
Nice.
this wolf is going to explore. I'm going to put this plains in my hand. This wolf is going to explore. I'm going to put Somberwald Sage in my graveyard. The third wolf, Arlen's wolf, will go to my graveyard. The fourth wolf, I'm going to put this plains in my hand. And the fifth wolf, I'm going to leave Primal Force Mage on top. It says whenever another creature comes into play under my control, it gets +3/+3 until end of turn.
Nice.
Okay.
So 3 get +1/+1 counters.
3 of them get +1/+1 counters. 1, 2, and 3. I'm just going to mark these. It doesn't really, I guess, really matter. So I'm going to have this wolf fight Doombrood Nephilim.
Okay. Doombrood will die.
I'm going to have this wolf fight your angel.
Okay, angel will die.
I'm going to have this wolf fight the plant token of Shawna's.
Okay.
Coil, how big is that? Actually, shoot. That Morophon is still just ginormous.
Yeah, you made it a lot bigger.
I made it bigger, but I also have big creatures myself, I guess.
You do.
I'm going to have this wolf fight... I'm not going to have it. Shoot. Morophon's tapped, though, so you have no creatures right now, right, Coil?
Well, I mean, all these triggers are on the stack at the same time.
Sure. Okay.
But yes, after that, I will only have the one tapped.
Okay. And then I'm not going to have the other wolves fight. So that's
Okay.
what's going to happen.
All right, so these two will die. And then 2 of your wolves have 5 less and 6 less and 4 less effective toughness.
Okay. So then I am going to play Plains Return.
Suddenly, I think Andy is our target.
I'm going to move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wolf ambush.
Coil, I am going to swing at you for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the night pack.
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on Voha.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not going to swing that. So 22 at you.
I'll go down to 5.
Wow. All right, you guys. We got to do something about that.
And then I passed it. Wait, no, I don't. No, I don't. I'm going to roll to get off this plane.
Why?
Don't
You
do-
have like so many benefits from this plane.
He's afraid of my Morophon.
All right, let's see. I got a 2. I'm going to pay 1. I got a 5. I'm going to pay 2. I got a 6.
Oh,
no.
Here we go. Here we go.
I had it so easy.
All right. All right.
I've got this Barocos Apex of Forever to give my Morophon
We
trample.
gotta go to Lorwyn. It is on Gold Meadow. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, that land's controller puts a 0/1 goat into play. And then
Okay.
whenever you roll chaos, you make a goat.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So that's our new plane, and I pass my turn.
All right. I will untap.
That was probably the biggest turn this Tolsimir team has ever had.
I will draw for turn. Oh. Oh.
You hear more flying?
I'm sorry?
Do
No,
you
I
hear-
cannot. He's only a 6/6 right now.
Yeah, he's
He
not
would've-
he's not a 30-30 anymore.
He would have been an 18/18.
Oh, but
Nice.
assuming you play something nasty.
I am going to play this Exotic Orchard as my land for turn and make a 0/1 goat. Goat. I'll draw Tom Brady later.
That's a
I am-
sports joke.
That's a sports joke. I'm going to roll the planar die and see if we can't get off this plane. I rolled a 2, so we're not leaving yet.
Well, you got all that land. Just keep rolling.
Yeah, I kind of want to cast the spells in my hand, though. So let me do this instead. I'm going to tap Wooburg.
Don't you touch my wolves, they're precious.
I don't actually play like much removal at all in this deck. It's mostly just I try to become the threat and see what happens.
Target player sacrifices all creatures.
For example, I'm going to play this Sliver Hive Lord.
Oh.
Oh no.
That says Sliver creatures I control have indestructible.
Okay. Morophon's indestructible.
Morophon is indestructible. I am then going to pay another Wooburg and cast Sliver Overlord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just top deck that. That was pretty nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
Let me see if I have Wooburg left after that, because I do have one more sliver in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna tap 3 to activate Sliver Overlord to search for another sliver. I'm gonna search for the first sliver.
Uh-oh.
I should have done Sliver Overlord first, then the first sliver, then Sliver Hive Lord. This is the safest route to do this, so they all have indestructible. Where are you? And then I'm going to tap Wooburg to cast the first sliver. He does have Cascade. So I will Cascade at a CMC of 5. And I get a Vadrock Apex of Thunder. So
Nice.
it's a flying first strike 3/3. It says whenever this creature mutates, you may cast target non-creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana costs.
All right.
I've got 5 mana. Can I cast this guy? No, I only have 2 colors.
And because you like to just be the threat and see what happens, you're not going to attack. You're just going to sit there and see what happens.
Well, honestly, the only thing I can attack with is Morophon. And I would like to leave up some blockers.
Are you afraid of my swing?
I have 5 life, Andy.
How many creatures do you have to block?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures.
Oh, I have 7.
Hey, if you want to if you want to tap out to try to kill me, you are more than welcome to do so. I am going to pass the turn after that.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Okay. I'm going to play Guildmage's Forum. And then I am going to tap on.
When Guildmage's Forum enters the battlefield, you get a 0/1 goat.
Oh, right. Goat time.
Got a goat.
There's a goat. 3, 4.
I was going to ask another question, but it's Shawna's turn, and I'm not stealing her turn again. Nope. We're going to wait till Leslie's turn next. Or my own turn.
I'm going to play Alter Ego for X is 3. And it's going to be a copy of the Sliver Overlord.
Okay. I do want to warn you.
Okay.
That Sliver Overlord does also have the ability, and you may be taking advantage of this, has the ability to pay 3 to gain control of target sliver.
That's what I was going to try.
That's gross.
So on the cast trigger, there is a Rhystic Study trigger on the stack.
You can have that.
All right, I will draw.
Oh, I think hold on, because this is 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay. Sorry.
Do I draw from the Rhystic Study still?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And so I can pay 3 and take control of the. Which one's the next best one? The one that
Which one? I'm sorry.
the Sliver Overload.
The one that
one.
Hive Lord is the one that gives indestructible. Yep.
So I will
All right.
borrow that.
You have a Sliver Hive Lord.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this turned into a sliver game.
Right?
So the first one is a 7/7, right? Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to tap 3 for Hadanis Climb.
Rhystic Study trigger.
I'll pay 1 for that.
All right.
And I will do Lisa Voice of Zendikar -2 and put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control.
Oh, that includes Silver Hive Lord.
Yeah. +7 to make another forest creature. And while I'm doing all the counters, I'll let Lesley go.
Okay. Ask your question.
All right, I will. So, do you want to tell our followers about the shop you own? So we talked briefly before we started streaming, but you own a shop called Pandora's Box?
Books.
Pandora's Books.
Yeah, but it's spelled wrong because books, you know. It was kind of like a play on like Pandora's box, but books, and yeah.
Sure.
When you get it, when people get it, it's fun, but
So you said
most people don't.
it's a game shop, a
Yeah.
book shop, a coffee shop, and a tea shop?
Yeah.
See,
So local game store, we do a lot of games. We of course do Friday Night Magic and Saturday tournaments and Tuesday game night and Thursday book club. So lots of events and things like that. We're looking forward to the COVID being over so that we can get back to that.
yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
So yeah, Pandora's Books.
Pandora's Books. If you are in Alberta, go check it out.
We have an online store too, so anywhere in Canada, just
If
check us
you're
out.
Even in the US, you can check it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Check it out. So I'm going to move to combat, I think. And I'm going to give this guy +3/+3. So he's a 7/7 now with first strike.
Okay.
And then I am going to tap my Rogue's Passage and 4 to make him unblockable. And I'm going to swing at Coil with 7 unblockable.
I am extremely sad.
Oh no.
Sorry.
I'm gonna pay 3 to gain control of my Silver Hive Lord again.
Yeah. So that takes that out of Shawna's control as well.
Yeah, it would get exiled either way. So
Sure. Go on.
And then I'm going to tap
Did
4.
you play a land, Lesley?
Oh, I did.
You get a
I
goat.
get a goat.
You get a goat.
I get a goat. Call that a goat for now. I will write on that in a second. I'm going to tap 4 to play Alms Collector. If an opponent would draw 2 or more cards, instead that player and you each draw a card. And I guess that is all I will do this turn.
Okay. All right. So untap. Upkeep. I have no triggers. And then I will draw for my turn. Draw. All right. I'm gonna
What's the
play-
power and toughness of this goat?
It is
0/1.
a 0/1. I'm going to play a Plains. And then I'm going to pay 3 for a Primal Force Mage. It says whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, it gets +3/+3 until end of turn.
Oh.
And then I'm going to pay 4, but I am going to pay 2 for multi-kicker to kick Wolffire Elemental 2 times. When it enters, I make a 2/2 green wolf for each time it was kicked.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get, I'm out of wolf tokens. I didn't think I was going to need more than 5. My mistake. So I have these 2 wolves. So I'm going to gain 6 life.
And just so that you know, Shawna right over there is more of a threat than I am right now.
Totally.
So-
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Yeah.
So these are getting +1/+1 from Nightpack Ambusher, and they're getting +3/+3 from Primal Force Mage. So they're getting +4/+4, so they're 6/6s.
Wow.
I so what is so that's a goat, and there's a big ol' hydra.
Yeah, this goat is 2/3 because it got 2 counters, one from Hadana's climb and one from Anissa.
Okay.
The hydra is the 6/6. My forests are 4/4s.
Okay. And the hydra, does it have anything when it dies? You gain
When it
life
dies, I gain life and draw cards equal to its power.
and
I mean, really, you have enough wolf tokens there. You're probably going to gain more. You might as well just swing with everything.
When you also have a Sliver Overlord, right?
No, you're dead, so I don't have
No,
it.
no, the Hive Lord you don't have anymore, but the one that you copied with Alter Ego, you should still have that copy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How many
Right, that was a
forests,
copy.
Shawna, how many forests do you have that are not animated into creatures?
2, 3.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to have these two fight those animated forests.
Okay. Ouch.
And then I am going to... Oh, I'm sorry. They also explore.
Oh, yeah.
All three of them do. So Primal Force Mage explores. I'm going to put Howlpack Resurgence. I can put it back on top, right? Otherwise,
Yep.
All right, I'm going to put it back on top and put a +1/+1 counter on Primal Force. I'm going to do it with each of these.
Each of them, yeah.
Yeah, so 1 here, and I'm just going to put these at 2, I guess. Okay, so now that I've done that, I am going to move to combat and shucks. So Lesley, you have a 6, or Shawna, you have a 6/6. Is that an 8/8? What is Sliver?
Yeah, because it was a 7/7 to begin with, right? And then I put the +1 counter on.
Okay.
So actually, it's a 9 because it got an extra counter too.
Okay, and then a 2/3.
Oh, got 3 extra counters, so it's 12.
Holy.
I mean, you're going to lose some wolves, but it's okay.
I'm gonna lose some. I feel like
You're going to make more.
you are so good at persuasive arguments. I feel like 29, yeah, 49. So Hadana's Climb flips and gives what?
What's that?
Hadana's Climb flips when and gives what?
It at the beginning of combat on my turn, I can put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Then if that creature has 3 or more, I can transform it into, I can pay 3 basically, and target creature I control gains flying and gets +X, where X is its power.
Oh my gosh, Lesley, we are in danger.
I know.
Okay.
You need to just swing everything at her.
All right, you're right. You are completely right. So I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing these wolves and Tolsimir. I'm not gonna swing the Nightpack Ambusher. So I'm gonna swing so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 20, 23, 27 at you, Shawna.
Okay.
So my wolves are getting +1/+1 because of my Nightpack Ambusher.
Right.
And then my Tolsimir is a 4/4, and then these ones have 1/1 counters on them.
Okay. I will block Tolsimir with the big guy here.
Okay.
I'll block your biggest wolf with the Hydra.
Okay, Voha.
And then I will block with the goat. So I block 3 and I take the rest.
You'll take 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
And I lose all 3. I don't lose this one. I lose both of these. I lose Voha and Tolsimir. Or Tolsimir. So this goes back to the command zone.
Yeah, I think the goat wasn't big enough to kill anything.
And then after that, I have... I'm going to pay 2 and play this Talisman of Unity. So it can tap for green or a white and I lose a life.
Okay.
And then I pass my turn.
All right, Shawna, are you going to let him do that to you? Like, really, we have the ability right now. He's got 49 life. If we both gang up on him, we can get him down to where we are, make him block with a bunch of creatures. I got your back. I'm not attacking you next turn for sure. I'm totally tapped out.
Sure.
I mean, tap that MTG forever, for life.
For life.
Oh my god. Tap 2 for another blocker here. Okay. Desert of Indomitable comes in town.
All right, Shawna, we're on a team. You guys just
No.
Lesley.
Lesley's got nothing. She's just got like 2 cats that do nothing.
Oh, actually, I don't need to.
But I love that goat you
One of those
drew.
cats killed me last turn.
This is
You're not in the game anymore. You have no opinion.
Oh, ouch.
7.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
No, it's cool.
7. For Vaspid Hydra, X is 5.
Oh, more
Yeah,
big
you got
creatures.
this, girl.
And I will do Nisa's +1 and get one of these out.
So is Nissa on 7 now, or is she on 8?
She's on 7.
Okay.
I need another plant.
Oh, we're on the blocker strategy, I see.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna tap 3. Or sorry, I'll do this first. So, beginning of combat on my turn, put a 1/1 counter on here. This flips. I will pay 3 and tap this and give this plus X. So it's a 24 flying.
Okay. Shawna. Seriously, hear me out here. If you can do 28, I think I can take him out next turn.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
I can do 28. I can't do 28.
And then it's your turn next and you win. I'm giving you the game ultimately.
Yeah, right.
If you just swing with everything.
I'm swinging 24 at you, Andy.
All right. I'm going to take 24.
All right.
And your turn, Lesley.
That was a big
Try
swing
so
down to
hard.
25. That was so fast I went down to 25. Does Hadana's Climb flip now, or is it May, or it's a land? Oh, it's a land now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I put it down there.
No worries.
All right. I'm going to move to combat and give this one +3/+3 again. And then I'm going to use my Rogue's Passage to make it unblockable.
Okay.
And then I'm going to swing with it at Andy, but I'm going to pay twice for my commander's ability, giving it +X/+X, where X is its power twice, making it 21 unblockable.
Okay. I go down to 4. Okay.
You got one.
And I'll pass turn.
Do you want to roll to get us off this plane?
Oh, what's on this plane again? I totally forgot we were doing Planechase.
This is the making goats plane.
No, the goat thing. Yeah, I'm going to roll to get off this plane. Yeah,
Okay.
I did not.
Okay.
So,
All right. I will then. My turn.
yeah.
All right. Let's hope I can get enough wolves to gain life.
Yeah, Shawna, I mean, 4 more damage is all you had to do.
All right. Untap. I am going to. Oh, I have no cards in hand. I draw for turn. Oh, that was not great. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna. We're going to. So this would be the second time I cast it. It costs 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna play Tolsimir. It comes in. I make Voha. They both explore. So let's do Tolsimir first. I'm gonna put that in my graveyard and put a +1/+1 counter on it. I'm gonna reveal Mentor of the Meek. I'm gonna put that in my graveyard and put a +1/+1 counter on Voha. I gain 3 life.
Oh, now you're safe.
Now I'm safe. I'm in 7.
Yeah.
I'm in the safe
Yeah.
zone, right? Isn't that how it works? Okay.
And Shawna's got that flyer, so
So I am going to have Voha, which is a 4/4/5/5. So it's a 7/7. Fight Jazzle Goldmane.
why?
Those Jazzle hands were going too
I swear.
crazy.
Jeslins.
And then, so Arahbo, can it pay for itself?
No.
Okay, it's other. An alms collector is a 2/2.
A 3/4.
Oh, why has it got to be so beefy?
This has been a game of beefy boys out here.
So, Shawna, how many creatures do you have to block? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is Vorel out?
No, still not.
Okay, so Vorel's not out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just 5, yeah.
Okay. Well.
Decisions must be made.
Well, I'm all right. This is what we're gonna
Just
do.
get off the plane, see what happens.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's a good call.
We're gonna go back to the one where you take damage on your upkeep, and we're
All right, we're gonna roll, and I got a 5. I am going to pay 1, and we're gonna roll again. I got another 5. We're gonna pay 2. We're gonna roll again. I got a 6.
Oh, okay, here we go.
I feel like maybe I shouldn't have done this, but fingers crossed.
It can only be better
We're on
or worse.
Rabaya, the Sea of Sand. Players reveal all cards they draw. Whenever a player draws a land, they gain 3 life. Whenever a player draws a non-land, that player loses 3 life. Whenever you roll chaos, put target permanent on top of its owner's library.
Ooh.
Oof.
See? That helps. That does the thing.
Well, except for he has 7 life, so all we have to do is let him draw a couple cards.
Well, but he can only draw 1 card. Because if he were to draw more than 1 card, then the Alms Collector would trigger.
I'm
I'm
going
hoping.
to move to combat.
Yep.
And Shawna, for that big old swing, I'm going to send all of these at you.
Okay.
So I have a 4/4, a 3/3, a 3/3, a 3/3, a 4/4, 4/4, 4/4, and 2 more 3/3s. So it's just a lot of 3/3s and 4/4s is what's happening right now. And I have 3 mana that's untapped.
It's how many creatures total?
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creatures.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to block the 2 4/4s with the big hydras.
Okay. Here's 2 of the 4/4s that are being blocked right there.
A 4/4 with the plant.
4/4 with the plant. And then the rest are all 3/3s, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them.
7 of them. So I can only do 2, so that's 15 damage. I'm dead.
That's 10 creatures.
I have 9.
If she blocked 3, then there would only be 6 left. Right?
Right, there's only 6.
Oh, okay. So 4 would get through. So 4 3/3s would get through if you block with everything.
To 3. Okay.
And I am going to, before damage, flash and Howlpack Resurgence to give all my wolves +1/+1 and transport.
There it is.
Okay, yeah.
Nicely done.
Oh, okay. Now I think I die, but I did the thing. These are all tapped, and that's the end of my turn.
And I'm dead.
I will untap upkeep draw.
You got to reveal that drawn card, Lesley. Let's go. Let's see what
I
you
take
got.
3.
Oh.
Okay.
And then I will move to combat. Give this +3/+3,
Okay.
making it a 6/5. I'm gonna make it unblockable and pay twice.
Yep.
So 6 times 3 is 18 unblockable.
You did it. Nice
Yeah.
job.
when I finally got mana.
Oh, that was such a good game.
That is how politics is used to win Commander, children.
Oh my gosh. That was one. I feel like everybody had it in their favor at some point. Shawna,
Yeah.
I did not know if I was going to be able to take you out. And I said, if she swings at me one more time, I'm out. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this game. So this is Andy from the Guardian Project podcast. You can find me on Twitter at ATFlory. You can find our podcast on Twitter at GuardianPod. We currently are streaming Paper Commander on Wednesdays and Fridays. Coyle and then Shawna and Lesley, tell everybody where they can find you and your content online.
This is Mike Coyle, also of the Guardian Project podcast. You can find me on Twitter at WormCoilEngine.
All right.
And make sure you spell coil correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Coyle.
Yeah, you'll learn it.
Go ahead, Shawna.
And I'm Shawna from Tap That MTG, and we have a podcast, Tap That MTG. We have YouTube, we have Twitch. We're everywhere.
Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Tap That MTG. Who are you on Twitter, Shawna? Your personal.
My personal one is Sevra, so hang out with me. I talk about books sometimes too, and magic, of course. And I started painting magic cards too, so I'm going to share those as well.
Cool. And I'm Lesley from Tap That MTG, and you can of course find me everywhere that you search for Tap That MTG. And I'm also on Twitter under Library Goddess 2.
Wonderful. And we appreciate everybody who hung out with us on stream tonight. And for everybody who followed Emrakul, the Aeons Torn, thank you so much. It was great hanging out with you, Andy, who stopped in. We will be back on Friday with more Paper Commander streams.
Fun. Thanks, guys, for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming. It was a blast.
Yes, this was great. Thank you.